we now have a full list of the most anticipated films of 2023, from Fandango's original poll to some additional ones. It's not surprising that Marvel is on top of the game, and also it's not surprising that it's outperforming DC, which only has one film on here. But let's be real, we're going to talk about this throughout the year, and specifically why DC is in such a bad position. So more or less, anywhere you look at where they are polling for most anticipated film of next year, generally the top 10 literally equal out to the same thing that Fandango published some time ago. So we're going to talk about that here. So at number 10, Super Mario Bros., which, yeah, that's in my top 10 as well. Number 9, Creed 3, can't wait. Number 8, A New Hunger Games is apparently a thing that exists. I have no clue. Number 7, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Can't wait. Mission Impossible is god-tier franchise in my opinion, outside of the second one. Number 6, take note of this one. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the only DC film on this list. Number 5, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, super hyped myself. Number 4, the next John Wick. Number 3, the next Ant-Man, aka Quantumania. Number 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And number 1, Guardians 3. And as I said before, this one is so far ahead, it's not even funny. So what's going on here? Well, yeah, as everybody's reporting, Marvel is typically dominating, and there's only really one thing that's not here from Marvel, and that's The Marvels. But nobody knows that's coming out, because there's literally, at the time of this recording, at the end of December, there hasn't even been a trailer. So nobody knows that that film exists yet, so it can't really track, because how are you going to track anything for it? They haven't really started talking about it, posters or anything, so it kind of makes sense, which, honestly, when I saw some polls and had some people that sent me what they were asking about, that wasn't even an option, which, again, makes a lot of sense. At the same time, Aquaman being the only one on here is rather concerning, if you really think about this, because they got another film coming out 6 months before Aquaman. Features multiple Batman and Flash, and nobody's talking about it. The only news related to it is always bad. There is an actual trailer, but a lot of theaters aren't showing it because, again, problems and things could go wrong. And also, the bad perception of DC that was hurt by Black Adam is not really helping. So, it's going to be an interesting year for what happens with DC. Again, another omission here that's not on here, but again, like Marvel's, there's nothing to it, is Blue Beetle. I will say that Shazam not making it on here is really concerning, but a lot of people didn't see the first one, so that kind of tracks here. Overall, it's looking like it's going to be a tough one for DC again next year, but hopefully they can get past it and James Gunn and Safran have a plan to recover. And before people say these don't matter, yes they do, because last year Black Adam barely made any lists. And how did that do?